Continental Championship Wrestling, home of the National Wrestling Alliance, featuring champions from throughout the continental United States. And now to your host, world-renowned wrestling commentator, Gordon Soley.
Thank you. Thank you so very much, and welcome once again to Continental Championship Wrestling, one solid packed hour of great NWA sanctioned wrestling. We're going to be seeing Lee Welch and Tim Horner in a match in just a moment or two. We're going to be seeing a special challenge between Mr. Perfect himself, the Chrome Dome, Jerry Stubbs, and the Thumper, Frank Lancaster. Also, there's something strange about a cowboy with the exotic Adrian Street. And we'll see the team of Robert Fuller and Jimmy Golden in action. All of this and much more upcoming during the next hour here on Continental Championship Wrestling. First of all, I'd like to take a moment to talk about a match that took place last week here on Continental Championship Wrestling. And I would like to introduce the new champions, if you will. To my immediate right, Tommy Wildfire Rich. To my immediate left, Steve Armstrong. And, of course, the intern.
This bag of goodies, as always. We're really happy to have these belts. They're finally home where they belong. It's been a long and hard fight, but, brother, it's been worth it. So here it is. It paid off. We got the belts. We got the glory. And now we want Jimmy Golden and Robert Fuller split us. We want them out of this country, out of this state of Alabama, the beautiful state of Alabama. We want them gone from here.
Tell you what we're going to do. Let's go back to last week in this championship match. Tommy, you and the intern, Steve Armstrong. It's an important situation, and I think it well deserves to be looked at once again.
Yes, sir, but I'm on cloud nine right now, baby.
All right, there it is. The match is underway. And we've got some serious problems here. Things don't look too good.
Oh, yes, I had some like that with Gordon get my head fixed up, but, you know, somebody said something, Lord, try fall, and it was all over with traps. You know what I'm saying, Gordon? So right here, Stevie, he's fighting his tail off. I ain't in too good a shape. But just, you know, we got the intern out there.
Let me tell you something, Gordon. I think this man, Tommy Rich, has a lot of guts to keep on going the way he did, bleeding as much as he did. He almost bled to death. You know, I checked his head out afterwards. It was split wide open. We had to have it taped up and everything, but he's doing better now. Tom Pritchard, let me tell you something. You're nothing but a disgrace to the doctor's profession. That's right. You're nothing but a quack. And, boy, you're going to get what's coming to you. This right here. Steve and Tommy fought their hearts out. You know they...
Steve, you're looking good right there.
Oh, I was fired up right there, tearing his head up, doing what he had been doing to me. The tide had changed at that point right there. Let's see what's going on here.
Right here, Gordon, I just want to say, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, baby. And now, these two boys right here, Tommy Rich, Steve Armstrong, they are the Southeastern Tag Team Champions, and that's right where those belts ought to be, and that's right where they're going to stay. You know what? Somebody say something about Dr. Tom, Dr. Tom. We got a bad case. I hate you, but we love all these folks right here in Seaham, Alabama. Because right there is where we want them at. You know, when it was all over, we walked out. Tom Pritchard, you call yourself what you want, but we got a man right here who knows how to take care of this. Let me tell you something else. Dr. Tom, Robert Fuller, Jimmy Golden, you're going to be out of here. We don't care where you go, but you getting out of Birmingham, you getting out of Tennessee, Alabama, you're gone, boys, you're gone. You know what it amounts to? I'd like to see one of them have to leave. You know, because what it's come down to, Stubbs Stable's been falling slowly but surely. The big stud himself, he's gone. So he's got his sister brother in here trying to take care of the thing. Jimmy Golden, Tom Pritchard, y'all better be ready. If the insurance is Steve Armstrong, myself, all Armstrong. And let's go round again,
Fair enough. All right, I'll tell you what. We're getting set for our next match. We've got the new Southeastern Tag Team Champions with us right now. Tommy Wildfire Rich and Steve Armstrong. Let's see how long they hold those titles. We've got our first match. Let's go to the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, this event one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first, 224 pounds, here is Roy Lee Welch. Roy Lee Welch. His opponent at 222 pounds, ladies and gentlemen, White Lightning Tim Horner. Tim Horner. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a non-title bout. A non-title bout.
This is a title match. You agreed on the title match. This is a title match you agreed last week on.
My instructions, Mr. Welch, are that this is a non-title bout. Gordon Soley will explain it. Your referee is Nick Dukas. Let's start the action. Here we go.
Nick Dukas is the referee. This is indeed a non-title match. I think Roy Lee Welch walked into that ring expecting a title match. Tim Horner, deciding after the tactics of Roy Lee Welch last week, decided not to put the title on the line. He is only required to defend it once every 30 days, and he decided not to do it tonight, and I can't say that I blame him. Roy Lee Welch, who apparently, and I can only say apparently, I cannot say for sure definitively, feigned an injury to his knee. We know he's had a torn-up knee, but last week apparently tried to take advantage of that situation. Collar and elbow. The Bull's Horner back into the corner. Good clean break by Roy Lee Welch. Roy Lee Welch in the reddish-orange trunks, and it's Horner in the burgundy trunks. They lock up collar and elbow once again, up against the ring ropes. Okay, and clean break, but a single leg pickup, but Horner broke it up. Nice breakup by Horner. Welch offering his hand once again. Can't quite understand this man. Once again, collar and elbow. Side headlock by Horner. Hip lock takedown. Head scissors by Welch. Horner comes out of it. Into a chin lock, and it is Welch in a reversal. Into a hammerlock. Reversal now by Horner. To a hammerlock, to a hip lock takedown. Into the side headlock. Nick Dukas checking those shoulders. Up against the ring ropes once again. Horner and Welch, good clean break. And it's Welch backing away. All right, clean break once again by these two. Something more here than just competition, that's for sure. Wait a minute. Welch walking away, stalking away, locking up, collar and elbow. Horner pulls him into the rope. Welch, hands in the air. Welch again, back leg trip. Welch trying to use the referee. Trying to keep that referee between him and Tim Horner. Nick Dukas warning Roy Lee Welch. Welch stalking once again. Again, they lock up collar and elbow. Hard right hand by Roy Lee Welch. Another hard right hand by Roy Lee. And Welch has got Horner in trouble. He's got him in a lot of trouble now. Irish whip. High backdrop on Horner. Horner coming up very slowly. Welch moving in on him. Welch uncorks a hard right hand. Boy, that was an Oklahoma right if I've ever seen one. Smashes Horner into the turnbuckle.
5 minutes gone by in the match. 5 minutes remaining.
And it is Welch very much in control of things. Good leapfrog by Horner. Horner catches in with a beautiful lariat. Horner now uncorks. Horner uncorks again. Welch able to power away before the count. Horner tried to set him high vertical souffle. Excellently executed. Welch again powers out. Welch this time headbutt low to the abdomen. We got up here. 6 are going. Horner misses. Horner in behind his man. Rolling reverse saddle block. No, sir. It's Welch. It's Welch getting a pinfall on a rolling reverse to a reverse. Lee Welch. Much to the dissatisfaction of the folks here at the auditorium. Lee Welch getting the pinfall.
June 24th, 8 o'clock, Lavender Coliseum, Columbus, Mississippi. Continental Championship Wrestling presents a great night. 6-man cage match, no referee. Steve Armstrong, Wildfire Tommy Rich, and their physician, the intern, against Robert Fuller, Jimmy Golden, and their physician, Dr. Tom. And another cage match, unheard of. 2 cage matches on the same card. The Bullet against the Man of Flame, El Fuego. Continental title, Brad Armstrong against Jerry Stubbs. Be there.
I'll tell you what, one of the most important nights of wrestling ever to hit Columbus, Mississippi at the Lavender Coliseum will take place on June 24th. That's 8 p.m. in a 6-man cage match with no referee. Steve Armstrong, Tommy Rich, and the medic take on Robert Fuller, Jimmy Golden, and the physician, Dr. Tom. The Bullet goes up against El Fuego in a steel cage match as well.
You know, everybody's been talking about it now for a while, Gordon. A double cage night, 2 cage matches in one night. Mine, to me, will solve a lot of problems that I've had down the road. Everybody that's watched Continental Championship Wrestling has seen El Fuego, who is really the flame as we know him, throw the fire, try to burn me as he's done before so many times. In this cage match in Columbus, that'll be your bye-bye flame-o.
Fair enough. Let's listen to these divergent views right now.
Gord, this is the first time I've been around wrestling all my life ever heard of 2 cage matches in one night. Are you going to speak for El Fuego?
I'm going to tell you, I'm going to do some speaking. There's going to be some people in Columbus, Mississippi, do some paying some dues. Starting with you, Bullet Bob Armstrong. You're not fooling nobody, boy. You're the stinking problem of this whole area. You and them punks on yours, when we get to Columbus in the cage, boy, you're going to be burning. You're going to be the torch. El Fuego is promised.
2 cage matches, Columbus, Mississippi.
Hey, we're talking about Columbus, Mississippi, the Lavender Coliseum, and that'll be on June 24th at 8 p.m.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match for the Continental Heavyweight Championship, one fall with a 30-minute TV time limit. 30-minute TV time limit, but there's one stipulation. If the challenger, Frank the Thumper Lancaster, can stay 10 minutes, that's 10 minutes with this man, the champion, Jerry Stubbs, he gets $1,000 cash tonight. $1,000 if he can stay 10 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, at 235 pounds, here is the challenger, the Thumper himself, Frankie Lancaster. His opponent, ladies and gentlemen, the Continental Heavyweight Wrestling Champion, Mr. Perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, at 240 pounds, Jerry Stubbs. Jerry Stubbs.
Jerry Stubbs, now an interesting situation in this match. Stubbs, to keep his $1,000, has to defeat Lancaster within 10 minutes. However, the title is one fall 30 minutes. Consequently, Stubbs has a double loss situation facing him tonight, and that should prove to be interesting indeed. One fall 30, but the $1,000 on the line in the first 10 minutes. Let's see if Stubbs is capable of carrying out his threat or his promise. All right, Lancaster watching carefully. Remember now, the time is on Stubbs' side. He can get on his bicycle, backtrack all he wants. And right now, Lancaster wasting valuable time. Stubbs making a challenge. Time marches on. They finally lock up collar and elbow. Up against the ring rope. Clean break by Frank Lancaster, the thumper. Full arm drag and twist into an arm bar now by Lancaster. Lancaster utilizing that advantage position. They circle once again. They lock up collar and elbow. It's Stubbs now with a side headlock on the thumper. Into a hip lock takedown. Stubbs keeping the pressure on. And it's to his advantage. Remember, as time ticks away, it's the Stubbs advantage. Cinching down. Lane fires him off. Caught with a shoulder smash. Caught again, and so Lane in trouble. Lancaster twice to the mat. Full body slam by Lancaster. Known in some areas by Frankie Lane. And so Stubbs leaves the ring area. All right, let's see what happens here. Remember now, if he stays out too long, he loses $1,000. Lancaster breaks the count. All right. Stubbs got some extra advantage there. Lancaster back in the ring. He wants the count. He's looking at that $1,000. Count is on 3. Stubbs back in the ring. Stubbs lashes out with a catches Lancaster, drops him to the canvas. Talked to NWA World Heavyweight Champion Ric Flair the other day. I'll tell you what, the man has become a legend in his own time. Flair, probably the greatest NWA champion that has ever come down the boards. Lancaster in trouble as Stubbs caught him with a hard right hand. Stubbs fought him again. Lancaster in a world of hurt. Stubbs now jams him through the ring rope. Stubbs outside the ring. That breaks up the count, but the time goes on. Stubbs smashes him into that outside steel retaining wall. Stubbs. Mr. Perfect, if you will. Also known by many as Mr. Chrome Dome. Stubbs. Badly lacerated arm. Having some real problems. See that laceration. That could serve to Lancaster's good advantage. Stubbs down across the chin. Into a lateral press.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Lancaster
5
powers
minutes
out.
gone by in the match. 5 minutes remaining. If he goes 10, he gets $1,000. If he goes 30 or wins the championship, if he wins it, he gets the title too.
Half the time gone. And Stubbs now still pounding his advantage. Snapmare on Lancaster. Stubbs has a bad laceration on that right arm. I would imagine he caught it on a ring post or the possibility of one of the turnbuckles. Lancaster trying to battle his way back to his feet. Lancaster makes it to his feet. Lancaster now fires with an elbow to the midsection of Mr. Perfect, Jerry Stubbs. Stubbs double over and on the canvas.
4 minutes remaining in the first 10. 4 minutes.
4 minutes remaining. Lancaster catches him. Stubbs trying to get a grip on those ropes. Couldn't do it. Stubbs firing back very handily as Lancaster back to the canvas. Stubbs very much in control. Stubbs down across the chest, lateral press.
3 minutes remaining in the first 10. 23 in the match. 3 minutes remaining in the first 10.
3 minutes remaining in time is on Stubbs' side. All Stubbs has to do is hold on. 180 seconds. Lancaster catches in. Stubbs retaliates. Lancaster powers out. Play a special hi to my little friend
2 minutes
Samantha.
remaining in the first 10. 2.
120 seconds remaining as Lancaster catches a karate thrust into the throat. Stubbs trying to set him up for the pile driver. Lancaster, good block. Good block again. Gets him into a backdrop. Count is on. Stubbs back to his feet. Off the ropes. Both men colliding. 1, 2, 3. Stubbs. Float over. No, sir. Lancaster came out before the count of
1
3.
minute remaining in the first 10 minutes of the match. 1 minute to $1,000.
1 minute remaining. Gut wrench salto by Jerry Stubbs, Mr. Perfect. Brother, he is calling on everything he's got. And again, Lancaster powers out. There can't be more than 30 seconds remaining.
30 seconds remaining in the first 10.
30
seconds.
30 seconds. Lancaster caught. Belly to back suplex. He's got his foot on the rope.
20 seconds.
20 seconds.
15 seconds. 15.
15.
10. 9.
10. Stubbs is $100 a second away from losing.
4. 3. 2. 1.
He did not get it. He did not get it. Frank
Frankie.
Lancaster
in all, but you've won $1,000 here, Frankie.
Frank Lancaster picks up the $1,000.
The match will continue for the title.
He's got it. The $1,000 belongs to the thumper. Frank Lancaster lasted the 10 minutes. Frank Lancaster splits the... Wait a minute. Jerry Stubbs just got him from behind. He grabbed the money. He caught Lancaster with a Sunday punch. He grabbed the money. Lancaster in a world of hurt here. Remember, this match is one fall, 30-minute time limit. Oh, brother. Caught him with that steel chair. Stubbs after him under the ring. He is under the ring after Lancaster. Referee calling for the bell. This match has obviously gotten out of hand. It has obviously gotten out of hand. The referee trying to check it out now. Stubbs after Lancaster. The thumper in trouble. He's got $1,000 coming. Ooh! The brain buster. And it's Stubbs now gone berserk. Stubbs has gone totally berserk. Stubbs, wait a minute. Brad Armstrong just caught up. Brad Armstrong chasing Jerry Stubbs from the ring. Well, he has cleared the deck. As far as I'm concerned, the thumper has $1,000 coming, and we'll be back in just a moment. Well, I want to take a moment to talk to Jerry Stubbs about the $1,000 he owes to Frank Lancaster. But right now, let's go to ringside to Freddie Miller.
Thank you, Gordon. Brad is here with me. Brad Armstrong came out as the fans were roaring for someone to come and help Frankie Lancaster. The attack from behind. What about it, Brad? What do you think about the whole incident here?
Freddie, I tell you what, if you'll pardon the expression, I've been through hell and high water with Jerry Stubbs, and I know this is one of the most despicable things I've ever seen done. Dropping a man on his head on the concrete floor. He's throwing wrestling out the book. The name of this sport is wrestling. He's trying to hurt people. Well, brother, if you want to play that game, by God, I can play that game with you. You have to hurt people. That Continental belt will be coming home soon. That ain't a threat. That's a promise.
Thank you, Brad. Let's go back to Gordon.
Gordon, all he can do down there is run his mouth and try to help one Frank Lancaster off the floor. That's where you belong, Lancaster. You thumped through my money your last time. You won't thump through no more money I got. And let me tell you something, Brad Armstrong. You better not start sticking your big fat nose in my business, because you're going to end up the same way. You understand?
Well, I think you made your point abundantly clear. One thing I want to ask you, are you answering the challenges?
Any challenge, anybody. Let me tell you something else, Gordon. Everybody can say chrome dogs, but let me tell you, no Wendell Cooley, no Brad Armstrong, no Steve Armstrong, Tommy Rich, none of you. You all got pretty hair. Don't turn your back, because I may be the mad hacker, and I'm going to get me some hair. You know, Gordon?
All right, the word from...
It's going to be chrome dogs, not me. You bet on that.
Thank you so very much. Jerry Stubbs. You know, I guess over the years, some of America's greatest heroes have been cowboys. There have been such great songs as Get Along Little Doggy and Home on the Range. And more recently, of course, the great Willie Nelson singing Mama Don't Let Your Sons Grow Up to Be Cowboys. And it appears now that the exotic Adrian Street has another song about cowboys.
Yes, I do. I wrote it all myself. I wrote the whole thing, and I wrote it especially for Gwendolyn Cuddly, because there is something very...
Gwendolyn Cuddly?
Gwendolyn Cuddly. Oh, everybody calls him Gwendolyn Cuddly. Never hear anybody call him Wendell. Oh, and I do hope you forgive me, Gordon, if I don't sort of display my usual exuberance, because I had rather a rough night. Last night I had rather a rough night. And talking about rough night, Sir Cedric Everhard Hathaway sends his very best regards, and he'll probably be with you on film next week.
Oh, that's charming.
Yes, it's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. And I hear that Gwendolyn Cuddly would have been a champion drag racer, but he kept tripping over his dress.
Huh. All right, let's take a look right now at the special musical piece written, arranged, composed, and directed by the exotic Adrian Street. There's something strange about a cowboy.
There's something very strange about a cowboy, which makes me wonder how the West was won. There's something very strange about a cowboy, something I can't put my finger on.
The deputy would stroll round to the dance hall when he had an hour or two to spend. The dancing girls were never ever worried, 'cause they knew he had his own four-legged friend. I wish that I could simply turn the clock back to those days of the famous Wild Wild West. For I know if I came across the James boys, Jesse is the one I'd like the best.
There's something very strange about a cowboy, which makes me wonder how the West was won. There's something very strange about a cowboy, something I can't put my finger on. Something I can't put my finger on. Something I can't put my finger on.
Hardly complimentary.
Wasn't that wonderful? Did you see the way I rode that fucking bronco to a standstill? Wasn't that wonderful? I mean, Gwendolyn Cuddly. I mean, I'd love to see him. I absolutely love to see him getting on his horse with that beautiful dress that I put on him the other week.
Yes, well, I think you've made your point abundantly clear. Thank you so very much. The exotic Adrian Street and Miss Linda, we are ready to go with our next match, and we're going to see Wildcat Wendell Cooley in action. Let's turn it over to Freddie Miller in the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, this event one fall with a 10-minute time limit already in the ring. At a weight of 218 pounds, the masked Invader, the Invader. And there's the music for Wildcat Wendell Cooley. Ladies and gentlemen, at 228 pounds, one of wrestling's most colorful competitors, Wildcat Wendell Cooley.
Wildcat Wendell Cooley getting set to do business against the masked Invader. One fall. And I'll tell you what, the exotic Adrian Street might do well to look at this man once again. There's nothing strange about Wildcat Wendell Cooley. Nick Duke is the referee. Cooley watches his man, the Invader. They lock up, they break it. Good chain reaction here. Good chain moves, and it is the Invader. Drop toe hold. Finally spins away and back to his feet. Up into the far turnbuckle. Irish whip reversal by Cooley. Cooley with a high hip toss. The Invader coming up a little bit slowly, if you will. Once again, they lock up collar and elbow. Good forearm smash into the chest, and again another reversal. Wait a minute, beautiful cross body block by the Invader. No, sir, Cooley gets away from it. Cooley caught shoulder smash. Cooley drops to the canvas. He leapfrogs that time. Cooley drops to the canvas again. Another leapfrog by Cooley. Cooley dropped a haymaker on him. The Invader left the ring. So the Invader outside the ring, trying to break the momentum of Wildcat Cooley. Catches Cooley low on the belt line coming in. High knee lift. Full body slam. Cooley powers out before the count of three. The Invader scores with two hard punches to Wildcat Wendell Cooley. Smashes Cooley into the far turnbuckle. The Invader taking full advantage of that. Notice the upper body development on the Invader. Has him beautifully executed power slam. And again, Cooley slips away before the count. I'll tell you what. Gut-wrench salto. Count of two once again. Cooley has that same kind of elasticity as does the NWA World Heavyweight Champion Ric Flair. Flair has that same sort of capability of being able to twist those shoulders away and stop himself from getting pinned. The Avenger up on the top rope. Cooley after him. Cooley has him full body slam. And now Cooley crank it up. Cooley closes in. The Avenger smashed into that turnbuckle. Cooley very much in charge. Backdrop by Cooley has the Avenger in trouble. Full body slam by Cooley. Cooley coming up the rope, crashes down across the Avenger. No, sir, did not allow the pin. And so he's also got that same mean streak as the world champion. Cooley, mule kick to the side of the head. The Avenger in trouble. A 3 count. A 3 count.